Um, Good evening and welcome to A Glass of Wine with Market Minds podcast. This is episode 2 and I'm very privileged to be here with Inslee, who are a cloud-based CRM and policy administration business for the insurance industry. I'm with Risto Rossar, the founder and CEO, and Mart Parve, who is also the product manager. We don't have long, as you know, and we try and keep this short and sweet. So, Risto, could you sum up Inslee in a sentence for me?
Inslee is digitalizing insurance intermediation business. So we help all insurance brokers and MJs to really become 100% digital. So that means bigger sales and lower costs.
Okay, so who are your clients?
Our clients are insurance brokers and MJs.
And what do you think the potential for innovation in insurance is?
That's a very interesting question. So I kind of, unfortunately, I believe in this kind of step-by-step innovation in insurance industry, because making a big disruption in insurance industry is very difficult. It's probably podcast is too short to go in deep, but I really think that when we help all market participants with the digital technologies to become 10, 20, 30% more efficient, then that's kind of enough to all be happy.
I would also add that many like insurance industry participants, they spend a lot of energy and effort and resources on really trivial things to become more like digitally enhanced and advanced. They when all the effort is spent, then eventually they achieve quite like little steps. So one of the premises that we have is to solve the little things very efficiently, so that actually the insurance industry participants can reap the benefits of more like advanced things in digital insurance.
What is an example of a little thing that you would help to solve?
Christopher, probably you have a lot of examples.
No, the little things are. Let's take the example of my recent injury. You have also my bone is at the moment broken, and of course it was an insurance case.
Too many emails.
No, because I was insured with my hand with Estonian insurer, and Estonia, as you know, is digitally pretty advanced country, and I was presented the claims form there, and after 5 minutes after presenting the claim form, I got the SMS from insurer that the money is transferred, and that was pretty amazing. And these are.
Was it 5 minutes?
5 minutes, yes.
How did you make the claim?
In just a web form. You have just a very basic web form. You fill in, what happened. You attach the doctor's declaration that it really happened.
And you did this all one-handed?
No, my secretary did, and she still had 2 hands.
Okay, but still, 2 hands in 5 minutes. That's
yes,
pretty good.
and that was I have claimed my insurance claims before as well, and when something like that happens, then you really feel that the industry has improved. And actually, you don't need much to achieve that.
Exactly. It's not like sending a man to Mars or something like that. It's simple things, but these simple things are not taken care of yet.
So, do you think that the London market needs to improve the way it handles its claims with customers?
I unfortunately don't have experience with the claims of the London market, but seeing how the business is underwritten here, it's pretty inefficient. So I assume that claims are usually come when all your sales processes are solved. Then industry is going to go to the claims. So it's probably even worse. So of course, I think there is a lot to improve, and these are the small improvements. Digitalize your data, automate your processes, and that's as simple as that.
Is it that simple?
But actually, it's not. Actually, it's not. It sounds simple, but in reality, it is not simple. But in a space that we are, that's most of the MJ space. I would say that it's rather simple. because I really believe that MGA market, for the MGAs it's easier to innovate than for the insurance companies.
Why is that?
They don't have so big legacy systems. They are actually, let's say, quite small players. They don't have, luckily, a lot of technology. And when you don't have technology, it's kind of easier to implement new IT systems. But when you have like 97 different motor products with 97 different IT systems, as big insurers could have, then you really coming out from that problem is much more difficult than when you have, let's say, simple MGA with 25 employees and you just convert it to be digital. And that's probably the opportunity for the MGAs, I would say.
It's actually quite common case that people come to like a digital innovator and tell them that for instance this is my information system from 1985. Please make it integrate with your system so it would look like 21st century and Uber and whatever else have you. So it's not quite possible to integrate the modern solution or the, for instance, UX standards that are expected by users nowadays with something from 1985.
Oh, it's a bit like Estonia. I remember, Risto, once you asked me how to cash a check because you had no idea how you could convert paper into a sort of digital
I
currency.
opened the bank accounts in a Lloyd's and I got the checkbook. I really had no idea what to do with
Do
that.
you use it? Throw it in the fire, yeah.
Yeah, I moved to Belgium and then I once cashed a check. Yes, it was a fine experience.
I think I even once didn't cash the check because I got some kind of cheated by the mobile operator, and then they refunded me the money and they sent the check by the post.
Yes, they do that through, yeah. So, if you're looking at the MGA market and how they have systems that are more modern and easier to convert to, then why do you look at the brokers? And do you think the brokers have a longer life to live, Risto, or do you think that perhaps they're so far behind now that technology will just overtake them?
I think brokers are kind of in the same position than MJs. When you look at the recent innovations, and how many innovations have you heard from the insurance companies? Most of the, let's say, new business models have actually been created by insurance brokers. So let's say, even the money supermarket can be considered as a broker.
Lemonade.
Lemonade actually is the only exception.
Yeah,
Lemonade
exactly,
is
yes,
insured.
but
Are they not an MGA, Lemonade?
No, Lemonade is the only exception who is insured. But let's take quote by many, Knip, I don't know,
Finance Fox.
Trov, yeah.
All the innovation that is happening in insurance, visible innovation, is actually coming from insurance brokers, and I think that's the same reason.
But
they're
they're consumer and retail. Is there not a difference, perhaps?
But because consumer and retail innovation is the innovation that you actually see.
Yes.
You don't see the innovation happening in MGAs. You don't see the innovation happening in insurance back office.
That's probably the one reason being that most of the innovation is distribution innovation, and that takes place in intermediary.
Really, what touches the customers is the innovation in a distribution, and that's actually coming from insurance brokers, and that's why I believe that insurance brokers actually are they have a long life, because of course many insurance brokers will die because there is no sustainable future for the inefficient 5-man, 3 computers small insurance broker office. But the insurance broker business, as all other business, is digitalizing, and if I'm pretty certain that they will digitalize, and that's the future of insurance broker, and they are much more easier to digitalize than insurance companies.
Yeah.
And so I really much believe in that sector, and that sector is much more prone to innovation than insurance sector.
Well, guys, thank you very much. Well, on a slightly more personal level, can you guys recommend anything to read around on innovation? Perhaps a favourite writer of yours, or a favourite blog, or
Of course, the best blog is Inslee blog.
it's not allowed.
There is really good stories there written by us, and also we kind of make the stories, copy very important stories that we see in the world.
Anyone else? Any of the classics? Innovators Dilemma or
Classics
Lean
classics
Startup,
in insurance.
Anything, Marv? Anything?
Okay, there are the usual suspects, of course, that everyone has read. So wouldn't go into that. There is an 18th century Japanese samurai manual called Hagakura, that is saying that it's the small things that needs most consideration, and this is something that probably we are seeing in insurance, that it's small things that are being messed up with, and actually it's not that much of rocket science or sending men to Mars, but it's a thing like Risto described, that you can actually take care of a claim procedure in a simple way, and that doesn't actually require that much, and this thing increases customer satisfaction by a strong factor.
So who are the samurai in this metaphor?
Well, of course, we are the samurais.
Yeah. Not the brokers. Not the underwriters.
We are certainly digital
Claims
enablers.
managers. Your enablers.
So what I would say is that it doesn't matter whether you are a broker, agent, insurance company. Who wins the game is the one who can make customers happy, and as simple as that. It's not a fight between insurers and brokers. It's like who will solve the customer's problems best, and that's it. You just solution is pretty simple, as always, difficult to implement.
Thank you, guys. You're absolute naturals at this. Now, a quick few keyword questions that I've got to ask you. What do you know, if anything, about blockchain? And what about AI? Is that just for the films, or is it just for the deep tech, or is it just for the people outside the industry?
Now, about blockchain, then, I'm really enthusiastic about blockchain. I have been, the last, let's say, year, I have been trying to find out how insurance sector could use blockchain. But my summary to that is that actually insurance IT doesn't have really the problem that the blockchain as such could solve. But I'm still open to find the answer. Maybe it exists. But
Marve, as a product manager, do you lie awake at night thinking about blockchain?
About blockchain, yes, a lot. It's something that probably no one in their right mind would say that there is not going to be such a thing as blockchain in say 10 years. So it's something that is coming, and it has a lot of potential once it gets over the bullshitting phase. The thing about AI and machine learning and deep learning, since the risk selection thing is it involves a lot of, or essentially some type of pattern recognition or working with pattern and with data. So I think that deep learning is also on the edge of becoming really beneficial in insurance as well. Of course, right now when we hear about AI in insurance, it can be like chatbots, like customer support and so on. I don't know about the potential of that, but in terms of risk selection, it's of course it's already becoming to be huge. It's going to be huge. Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so finally, how can people find out about you? How can they get in touch with you? How can they contact you best?
I would recommend Inslee blog, because a recent article by my colleague Risto actually and about the future potential of brokers, and it's really good stuff. So I would start there.
just go to inslee.com and call or email us, and we will visit you.
Very innovative.
Yes.
Very good.
Or should I tell my mobile phone?
No. Well, if you'd like, you might get a few of the wrong people calling you. How do you say cheers in Estonian?
Terviseks.
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 Terviseks. There you go. You heard it here. Glass of wine at Market Minds. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.